11. Hi, hello there, chat, and everyone else in the world. It's so lovely to see you. As you can see, I've upgraded my webcam situation. Before I began streaming, I had read that you can use your cell phone as a webcam if you just do some silly client server-esque things with your computer. And I was curious about trying that rather than buying a webcam, and I randomly had Tuesday off of work, so I spent 2 hours, embarrassingly enough, figuring out this bullshit, and here we are. I'm using my phone's back camera as a webcam. So hello, you get to see my face in 40 HK 1020p, all that bullshit. Um, yeah, episode 11. This is exciting. Wow, I've had quite a week and a day. I always say this because Thursdays are the day that I run around in circles and I try to get everything together. But I I finally took a new job. I've been talking about getting a new job for several streams, and I was interviewing and all this bullshit. I finally accepted one of the offers, and my new schedule will have me off Thursday through Saturday, so I'll have long weekends. I'm very excited about it. Also, I got my controller to connect properly this time, which was so exciting. I figured that out on Tuesday as well. I was just being a dumbass and pressing the wrong button, and you also can't connect it when it's plugged in, apparently. So that's a whole thing. So, also let me know if the game audio or my audio is too loud, because in my opinion, the game audio right now is kind of fucking loud. But I can live with it. Um, Being this volume if it's good for chat. For some reason, Twitch Studio continues to tell me that there is no audio coming from my Switch, even though I keep doing test run streams and then watching them back, and the audio is perfectly fine and it's there, but it's not registering on the levels. Oh, now it is. Okay. Well, whatever. Historically, it hasn't been. Okay, I probably just left off in the Digilab because I was just doing some bullshit, as I always do. Some maintenance at the end of stream. But, very exciting. Things are changing. I've been on the precipice of change. I'm finally seeing things start to move around. Super pumped. Let's begin with a case. Oh, all of these are from the Digi farm, and they're just property cases. Is there no regular case to be doing right now? Must I talk to... Oh! Must I talk to Kyoko? Haven't Nokia and Arata called for you? It's time to take a break from this, so go see what your friends need. I remember this, yes. They wanted me to meet them somewhere. The problem is I don't know where that somewhere is. So, that's okay. I'm gonna ask Mireille and see if she knows. I literally was just here, and I could have asked her when I was there, but that's fine. Um, I feel like the only thing I'm missing... Girls inviting you to Kowloon, guys inviting you to Shinjuku. I remember this. Yes, they both wanted me to meet them separate places. They have, things going on. Okay, do I see Arata or Nokia first? I feel like seeing Arata, they both end at the same destination. Go to both. Okay, I'm gonna go to Shinjuku first. Because I feel like I've had more Nokia time as of late, and Arata has been, mystery boy. But that's just, his character in general. I feel like my next step, now that I've upgraded my webcam somewhat, I hope this, I don't know, I thought it looked fine. It is just, my cell phone camera, though, which is, a step above. I feel like a lot of websites I was reading said that webcams, even laptop webcams that you can pay money for, are not as good as, a cell phone camera, and my phone camera is pretty, mediocre. I have the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip, which everyone is obsessed with, because when I meet new people and they see my phone, they're like, oh my god, is that a flip phone? And I'm like, yes, it is. Do you want to fold it? So, it's lost its charm on me, because I've had it for, 2 years, but every once in a while I am reminded that it's silly and charming, and that's why I got it. So I'm just like supposed to wander around Shinjuku until I find the Rata. I just do this all the time. I go to Shinjuku and other places and I act like an asshole. Whatevs. But what I was saying is I have upgraded, quote unquote, my webcam. And the next step, I feel, is going to be upgrading my lighting situation. Because currently, it's just the overhead light in my bedroom. But I feel like I should get some sort of... He's probably down the alleyway. I just wanted to confirm he wasn't over here anywhere. I probably should get some sort of, like, ring light type deal for recording videos. Who knows? We will see. Arata Sanata. Oh, there you are. There's your little brooding self. I forgot how much the D-pad on the 8-bit 2 controller does piss me off when I'm moving around. I will say that. Hey, you're late. Well, I knew you'd be here. By the way, is Nokia okay? Whatever, you should learn to mind your own business. When all's said and done, people with a half-baked sense of justice and a superficial sense of responsibility are the worst. And for her trying to be a leader, she knows nothing about bearing responsibility. But never mind that for now. I wanted to talk to you about that Suedo guy. You remember him, right? The strange Kamoshida researcher who was studying mysterious phenomena? There was something he said that's been bothering me. Actually, I retraced our steps and saw him again the other day. Ooh, flashback. Hee. It really isn't very polite to follow someone, you know. I suppose this is payback for the other day at Atasanada. Heh, you caught me. Is there something I can do for you? Yes. You said something before that bothers me. I wanted to know more about your investigations, too. Think I could take a peek? My, your attitude is so splendidly cynical. Hee. And you harbor such an interest in my work, too. I want you to tell me everything you know about Eden Syndrome, the Eaters. I will, of course. Share whatever I know. It must have been fate that brought us together there. If, before logging out from Eden, your mental data is destroyed by an Eater, you lose the ability to wake back up. I see. So that's the reason behind this bizarre sickness? Indeed. Although that is still just a hypothesis, huh? But to think that logging into Eden could have an impact on the physical body in the real world. Don't you find that fascinating? Hee. And, how is the syndrome cured? That, unfortunately, I do not know, yet. I do have something interesting on digital shifts, though. Don't keep me hanging here. We've identified a pattern in digital wave abnormalities that trigger the digital shifts. There's always a certain amount of external interference immediately prior to a digital shift. After that, the digital wave increases in bandwidth and the digital shift happens. Interference. Yes, which means someone or something is controlling these digital shifts. That's one conclusion we can reach. Well, that's also nothing more than conjecture, actually. Someone's intentionally causing digital shifts? If you're interested, why not do some more research, a study into what exactly is controlling the digital shifts? But I have to ask, why are you so interested in the Eaters and Eden Syndrome? I really want to know what the cause of this bizarre illness is. I wonder if there are any clues around there. I want to try and search the area. And for you, the ship is already set sail, no? Come on, give me a hand. Because we've gotta. Okay, let's go. I am going to... Where is the game audio? Let me see which one it's registering on. Is it the digital audio interface? Not me just, like, editing the audio in chat. I'm just gonna, like, lower the volume a tiny bit. It's just, like, the slightest bit loud in my ear. And I feel like if it sounds like that in my ear, it probably sounds like that for you. Sounds like Sakura's still resting at home. I hope she feels better soon. Damn, that's crazy. I was interrupted by... Oh, wait. I fully wasn't paying attention there. So, no need to go to the station. Fuck me. Where am I meant to be going now? I love how I narrate the dialogue and then absorb none of it whatsoever. We got a flashback to Suedo. They were talking about the digital shifts and all the bullshit that goes on there. Arato wants us to investigate where the last digital shift was. If I look at my player... I always go the wrong direction. For everything. Oh, tits to the wind. Alright, that's fine. Ooh. Did I trigger the cutscene? No. No. Am I meant to be walking around Shinjuku? Potentially. I'm always afraid it just, like, won't tell me the next step. And I'll have to, like, have paid attention well enough to the dialogue. And I never fucking do that, especially on stream. I heard this from... Oh. Okay. Perfect. Found it. We're good. But I heard this from another streamer recently. Streaming, like, takes up at least half your brain power. So, like, when you're playing a video game on stream, there's no way to, like, focus on the video game and give it your all. So it just, like, makes you a worse gamer. But also it just makes you dumb. They were explaining, they were like, you'd literally just, like, lose brain cells. Because you're just, like, narrating everything and, like, performing for an audience. And you've got all this bullshit going on. And the video game is just, like, happening. And you're, like, there, but you're not actively participating. So, huh? What's wrong? Why the sudden investigation of an Eden spot? What? You detected a special network, apart from the connections to Eden? Hey, hold up, what are you talking about? Ooh. I'm a digital girly. I love these businessmen that are just, like, there, having a conversation. I love every time I do a connect jump, and, like, people around me just are unfazed entirely. Like, no one fucking notices or says anything. It kills me. Huh? Gone without a trace. Whoa, 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 what in the heck is going on? Where in the heck? Have you not seen me digital jump before? I totally thought you had. Digital jump. Connect jump. Where am I? This is no ordinary network. It's much, much bigger, more expansive. Are these rapids in the digital wave? Have you guys ever been sailing down rapids? Sailing? What the fuck am I saying? I like to go whitewater rafting. I lived in Pennsylvania for a while, and one of my favorite places to go to there... What am I doing? Is called Ohio Pile, and they have phenomenal whitewater rafting. In fact, the first time I ever went whitewater rafting was with my dad on Father's Day when I was in, like, middle school or high school, I want to say. And the rain had been so bad that week in Pittsburgh that leading up to it, that on Father's Day, we had to sign, like, 3 extra waivers, like, waiving consent and, like, our understanding that, like, this was really dangerous and the water was, like, extra high and the rapids were, like, extra dangerous. It was amazing, though. We were, like... Also, typically, like, they don't send you down the river with a guide. You can just, like, float down the river. And they just, like, tell you, this is where you look for, these are the landmarks, this is where you can get off and stuff. But because of, like, how dangerous the waters were that day, they sent every guy, or every raft with a guide, and the raft that I was on was the only one that didn't flip. There was, like, 7 of us in total, and they all had, like, 2 guides on the minimum. And we were the only ones that didn't go overboard. I've actually never fallen out whitewater rafting every time I've been. Because I'm silly like that. I just really wanted to go this way first, because it, like, is so awkward. I'm gonna go to the right. I'm not following my rule of always keeping left, and that's okay with me. Oh, this is actually a way out. Do I want to go this way? I kind of want to go some other ways first. Just for the purpose of, like, getting things. I'm gonna automate, like, super quick. Because I meant to grab my water, and I didn't fucking do that. I'm never prepared for stream when it happens. So give me 1 second. Ah. I'm getting there, I promise. Look at that, perfect timing. Also, I love my Lady Digimon. She's just a girly like me. Come on, what is my chair doing? Okay. Nice. I hope this is a good angle. My water bottle is in frame. I'm gonna move that. That's annoying. Spirit Drain. Saint Knuckle. Whoa. Holy Light 3. I gotta, like, fucking edit my Digimon. I never do this. Until I'm, like, super far into the game. I'm not gonna go that way because it looks like it's where I'm meant to be going. I want to explore a bit. But what I was trying to say and keep not fucking saying is I need to, like, get a new lighting situation. But I do have with me today, I tried to show him off on stream before, but maybe you can see him better now, my little my little Kurobi lamp. He just glows green. So like for 5 minutes I had like a little neon green underglow, because that's my brand. And then he just like shut off automatically. I didn't know if he does that on purpose or what. I'm digging this music, by the way, in this digital wave. In this little rapid, as they called it. Okay, hello. But what the fuck else was I saying? Jesus Christ. So, anyways, I've had a day. Every Thursday, so it's really funny because I have therapy on Thursdays. Is that okay that I say that? Is that weird? I have therapy on Thursdays. I think everyone should be in therapy. It's good for you. But I do that Thursday mornings, and so I always just, like, give my therapist the rundown of, like, this is everything that happened this week before we, like, actually get into any, like, let's unpack some things or, like, talk about some bullshit and have some serious chats. I always have to give them, like, the rundown, you know? So, like, I prepare my statements ahead of time, and then whenever I come to stream in the evening, I'm like, okay, guys, let's talk about what happened this week. So I feel like I'm in therapy part 2. Like, I'm not doing, like, the therapy things, obviously. I hope that doesn't sound weird. But, like, I, like, go over my entire week again. I'm like, this is everything you missed on the last episode of Glee. So, it's just really silly the way that these things happen together on Thursdays. And they will continue to. Also, I am not... So I will have long weekends, as I said, with my new job. Oh, I can go out this way, too. Interesting. Multiple ways out. I actually want to go this way. I want to see what it is this way. Yeah, let's go inside. Wait, are you not going to let me? Oh. Is that where I came from? I don't think that's where I came from, is it? I think maybe that's where I came from, I guess. Coolio. I'm going to, like, go in circles, and there's going to be no treasure chests or, like, sparkly items for me to pick up, and it will just be like, oh, I have to find my way back to the initial exit, and then I won't be able to fucking do it, because I did it by accident the first time, and I'm not, and now I'm gonna have to do it on purpose, and I'm gonna fuck it up and look like an asshole on stream, like always. So, whatevsies, it's fine. Also, fucking love my guy! Look at his face! That's so cool. I love Digimon designs. Obsessed. But other things that happened this week that are really exciting. So, last stream, where we left off, I had just picked up my estrogen prescription, and then I wasn't, like, sure what I was doing with it or any developments. But today, I was literally at the grocery store, and my doctor called me and was like, what are you doing? I was like, I'm checking out at Trader Joe's. And they were like, okay, do you have time to, like, go over how to do your shot? And I was like, oh, yeah, sure, I guess so. So, like, I hurried home, got on video cam. I live next door to Trader Joe's. I think I've said that before. But I, like, hurried home, got on video with them, and they, like, walked me through all the steps, and they, like, had me, like, grab all of the bullshit equipment and whatnot. And they, like, walked me through each part of the process as if we were going to do the shot, but I didn't think we were going to actually do the shot. And then finally they were like, okay, now do the shot. And I was like, wait, I'm doing it, like, right now? And so I didn't even think. I was just like, okay, sure. And I just, like, did it. So exciting. So yeah, I officially did my first estrogen shot today. That was super coolio. Um, it was so much easier than I thought it was going to be. The needle is like only an inch long, but it's so thin. But I was looking at it and I was like, this is not scary. I don't have a fear of needles. I have like 25 tattoos. Like that's my fucking thing. Um, so I don't have like a needle fear, and I didn't have any qualms about like stabbing myself necessarily. Like even when I wore contacts, I had like no fear of just like putting my finger in my eyeball. I will just like do shit like that. I'm grossed out by like touching certain things, but when it comes to like experiencing pain, I don't prefer it, but like whatever, I'll fucking do it. I don't know. Um, I guess I have a high pain tolerance or whatever. But I have a lot of friends and like people I've talked to on the internet that are on injections that talk about how like painful it can be, or like how they have to psych themselves up to like actually do it. I have this one friend who every time she does her no. Okay, so I'm not going this way. I think that's where I came from. Every time she does her estrogen shot, she has to like do it to the beat of like a really intense song, and so like every time she does her shot, she tweets like today's shot song was um and so like here I am thinking like from experience, like secondhand experience and like other people's stories, that like doing your hormone shot is a big deal. um and you got to like really prepare for it and like psych yourself out and be like, I don't know. But it went in so like there's like no resistance. I just like stuck it in my thigh and pushed the plunger down, and I was like, "Oh, that's it. I'm done." And I just pulled it out. I didn't even bleed because it's like so small. There's like, and you're also injecting a liquid into yourself, so there's like no chance of you really like bleeding or anything. I mean, you can bleed a little bit, but like I didn't. It was bizarre. I just like stuck this little thing in me, pulled it out, and that was it. Um, it was crazy. And now I've done it. I have shot myself with estrogen, and now I will do that every other week for, I don't know, a while, I guess. We'll see how this happens, how it works. But yeah, I guess in conclusion, that was just, it was really silly to finally do it. Because this took so, I think I've talked about this on previous streams. It took like so goddamn long to obtain the estrogen prescription. Um, just like working my way. I feel like I already went this way, didn't I? Am I like going in circles? Fuck you. Where am I meant to be going? But yeah, the point is, it's like something that was so serious to me for a while. Not that it's not serious now, but I made it up to be more than it was. And in the moment, and just like in general, the actual process was so easy and simple that I was like, wow, why did I was never afraid of it, but like, why did I ever think this was like scary, you know? So, I hope this serves as like inspiration for any VOD watchers or viewers in chat of like, if you're thinking about hormones, injections are not actually scary. I think there's just like a lot of stigma against needles and whatnot, but I never have any issue. Like, I don't fear vaccines. Stab me in the arm, whatever. I don't fucking care. It's easy as hell. I also got my first tattoo when I was like 16. And I got my first piercing when I was like 15, 14 or 15. And I just like continued stabbing myself like all the time ever since. So I don't know. I'm not going to say like I don't have any fear. I didn't mean to go this way. I'm not going to say I don't have any fear, but maybe I have less fear than other people about these things. Not like the tattoo needles are very different than like shot needles and piercing needles and whatnot. Actually, they're much bigger is the thing too. And there's like more resistance that no, maybe not. I don't know. But it's just like it's the same thing. It's like a little tiny hollow needle and it just like goes through you. It's much smaller for a shot. Um and like the syringes, like they felt like it's so sterile. You go to like do the alcohol prep pad and like you have separate needles for like drawing and then injecting. You got to change the needles out and you got to get like a sharps container. So it feels very involved and intimidating, but it's really not. I'm just like ranting about this at this point. I don't know. The point is, I'm really proud to have stabbed myself with estrogen today, and it was easy, and I got through it, and we're all good, and I'm prepared to do it again, every time. So now we're at the part where, so like leading up to this, I was like seeing my doctor like every week, like pretty frequently. We were like chatting and checking in about like moving forward. Maybe I do need to just like log out, because this is what happened to me before. Yeah, okay, cutscene. This works. Hey, there's a shiny thing. This is, I forget where I am. Is this Akihabara? Aha, I finally got through. What happened just now? What the heck did you do? Anyway, I'm headed your way now. I wanted to hear everything about what happened. That is one of my favorite words in Japanese. Anyway, tonikaku, I think it's just so silly. I see. So you have Eden syndrome too. You were devoured by an eater. So Suedo's theory was right. And your connection jump ability. You can do that because of your current... You can do that because of your current body is... Yep, that's correct, Arata. What I mean is... I'm sorry. I should never have left you behind like that. Don't worry about it. You are too kind. Well, I guess that's that. We have yet another reason to investigate Eden syndrome. I thought Arata knew. Let's expose the truth of this story, so we can get your body back too. Huh? What's wrong? Did some... Yo! Hello. Digital wave! I love when these happen. This is... So the phenomenon we're investigating just so happens to occur right where we've wound up? That's too perfect to be mere coincidence. Geez, this keeps catching me off my guard. Hey, you're coming too, right? Obviously, girly. Aha! Because we have a clear target now. Okay, let's go. Perfies. One downside to... Oh, I can't get the thing. One downside to using my phone as my webcam is that I cannot text everyone and harass them to join stream. So, I don't know. We've got one viewer going strong right now. I hope you're well. Thank you for joining. Welcome to the 3041 Club. I always forget to say my little thing. My name is Neon Fairy. I'm your host. We're on episode 11 of Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth. Anyhow. Also, I'm like at an angle, I'm realizing. Should I move this? Would that be annoying? I'm going to center myself a bit more. Hang on. Is that okay? Yeah? Yeah, that works. I think that works. Okay. It never ceases to amaze me, the sight of the digital worlds, where the real and the electronic intersect. This place looks like it always did before, like it died without an exit. So all we have to do is take out that Bakemon and change everything back to normal. That's what you think. Alright, I'm gonna start this way. Because I see a treasure chest. Also, what is this music choice? Every time we go into one of these spaces and they play just like the weirdest... I feel like I'm listening to like a really strange Cure cover band. You guys know who the Cure is, right? Classic, like... Were they in the 90s? When was the Cure all the rage? I feel like the 80s and 90s was like the height of... Probably the 80s, more so. But they sing that song, Don't Fear the Reaper. They were like the classic emo band, you know? My dad had a girlfriend who was like really into the Cure once. She was like super like grungy in high school and college. She used to smoke clove cigarettes and we would make fun of her for it. She later turned out to be, like, very crazy. As in, she had a massive online shopping addiction. Like, it was a very bad problem. And they, like, moved in together, and she just couldn't stop buying things for the house and, like, was going into crazy debt. And he was like, dude, what the fuck? Why am I sharing this on stream? Don't dox me. I feel like there isn't enough information to dox me. I literally talk about where I live all the time anyways, but like, I don't know. I've got one viewer in chat. Fucking whatever. This is going on YouTube for the like 10 people that watch it. I saw lately, by the way, because I was checking in. I actually did some pre-work this time because I made sure to like spend an hour getting ready for stream in advance, especially because I have to set up my webcam separately this time. So I have to like do extra steps. And my controller, I also figured out, as I said earlier. Um, anyways, I actually like did some pre-work before getting on stream this week, as opposed to just like hopping on and immediately being like frazzled and like, ah, what the fuck is going on? Uh, and so I was on Twitch Studio, like looking at last week's stream, and it said that I have 19 viewers. Oh, what did I just do? Whoops, that was not the point. It worked anyways, that's fine. It said that I had 19 views on my most recent stream, which is crazy, because I think I only had like 4 or 5 viewers when I was live. But like, I wonder, is it counting every time that I refresh the page and it just like begins auto-playing my latest video? Because I've been on there like a few times. Not 19 though. Like not that many. But I definitely like have watched my VOD back at least once or twice in the last week. Because I always upload the VODs to YouTube afterwards, and they only store your VOD in Twitch when you're not an affiliate for up to 7 days. So I have a week within which I have to upload the VOD to my YouTube before it's permanently deleted. Because that's how I lost episode 1 and 2 of Cyber Sleuth, because I didn't fucking pay attention to the fact that it was going to delete my VOD after 7 days. I didn't know they did that, because I had seen other Twitch viewers or Twitch streamers just like their VODs just stay up on their channel like all the time. And I was like, oh yeah, it'll just like store them and I'll eventually upload them to YouTube, and then I just never did. And then they just weren't there one day. So that was a hard lesson to learn. But anyways, I've learned from my mistakes, and so I like upload them to YouTube in advance is my point. And so I was looking at my Twitch Studio whatever channel editor bullshit. I finally linked my YouTube, by the way, so if you guys want to check out my YouTube, it is now linked as one of my socials in my About. But yeah, I was checking some shit out, and I saw that I had 19 views on my most recent stream, which is crazy, because I definitely didn't have 19 viewers. So that means some people have clicked on the VOD. Maybe it was like one person like 10 times over. I don't know. But either way, it counts for something. I'm working on it and making my way up the ranks, I guess. I officially have 17 followers now. Isn't that crazy? We're on episode 11. I've got 17 followers. That's more than one per week. So like at the rate that I'm going, we're like gaining a community, you know? We're not yet at 25. When we get to 25, I'll do something crazy, maybe. Something silly. But you gotta, like, do all these different things to, like, climb the ranks to reach affiliate. And every week I like, shows me, like, my update of, like, this is where you're at on, like, trying to reach affiliate status. And, like, the next thing I really want to achieve is have 5 people talking in chat all at the same time. I think we can achieve that one relatively soon. I just do have to get 5 people to not only watch my stream, but also engage with it simultaneously. Working on it. We're getting there. We're getting there. So, surely there are more people that are really into Digimon, or that think I'm pretty, or that are trans, and just, like, want trans content creators to support. Or maybe all 3. If you are all 3 of those things, that would be really cool. You don't have to be, but as long as you're at least one of them. Even if you're not, thanks for being here. Is this Woodmon? Is that what he's called? Who eventually becomes Cherrymon? I want to try this. Yo! That's a cool animation. He just, like, pulled back so hard for that. Like, there was a big delay. That was hot. Nice. I'm gonna put this down and have a sip of water really quick. So, excuse me while I do that. But anyways, hang on. Yeah, that's good shit. Phenomenal. Oh, I remember the other thing I wanted to talk about. So I think I probably mentioned this before. Before I moved to Portland, I was actually living in Brussels, Belgium, and I was working on. Oh, I just straight up can't go that way. I was working on my master's degree, and then because of COVID, my program got shut down, and I had to. Ooh, where am I? I had to go back to the States, and they like did online class for a few weeks, and then eventually they were like, we can't handle this, and completely just like closed down for like a semester and a half straight. Um, I could theoretically return to that program. I don't want to. When I went to undergrad, I went to a really, really big public school, and I really liked that vibe. And then for my master's program, I went to a really tiny private school, and I initially thought I liked it because I liked the small classroom setting. I liked how tight knit. There was like 40 students total in the entire university. Like they had like only a few undergrad programs, so like between all of their undergraduate and like graduate programs, like masters and PhD, they were like under 50 students. And there was like the entire financial aid department was run by one guy. Like he did all of the like billing, financial aid, and all that stuff. Oh, I just have to like go around to both sides, then I'll unlock it, I guess. Cool. Easy enough. I figured there was something I meant to do over there. The point is, I initially liked the feel of a private school that was really small. And then I learned how limited they are, especially in the face of things like COVID, you know, which really fucked up a lot of universities, but especially ones that just like didn't have the staff to handle it. So I don't want to return to school there. Also, there were like several other reasons. I did like it while I was there. Anyways, I'm getting beyond myself. I rant too much, I know. I just want to give context. I was partway through my master's. My end goal is to get my PhD in social political theory and teach. I want to be a professor. I want to teach undergrad and talk about nationalism studies and social politics and things like that. So, I don't have a lot of teaching experience. You get that usually in your master's program. They have you teach undergrad classes. And also in your PhD program, you'll do that. Now that I'm not in school, and I don't know when I'm returning to school, because also COVID fucked up a lot of universities in general, and academia just like sucks ass right now. There's just like no funding for anything, especially like research that's not medical in nature. Like all of the money, rightfully so, in academia right now is like aimed at STEM and medical based programs. It is not in the arts, it's not in things like politics, you know? Which, whatever, that makes sense. Um, I don't want to go back to Zoom University and pay way too much money for it, but that's like what a lot of programs are, even master's ones, unfortunately. So that's why I came to Portland, because I'm just like kind of hanging out and waiting to see when I can go back to school and continue on my path to my PhD. But in the meantime, I would like to get teaching experience. I've taught private lessons before, but I've never taught in a classroom setting beyond that. And I'd like to like have some teaching under my belt before I go back to grad school, just to feel like more accomplished and like I'm working towards my goal. And in the end, you know, I like to be working towards something. I like to be busy in general, but all of this is to say a very long-winded way of telling you that I applied to be a substitute teacher a while ago in the midst of like my crazy applying to like 20 jobs a week era, which I now have a new job I'm going to start soon. I'm excited about. But in the midst of that era, I applied to several substitute teaching positions. And today I was just like getting coffee after therapy, and one of them called me and they were like, "Hello, we would like to offer you a position to be a substitute teacher." And I was like, yes, obviously. I have to like do some training first and like get my license, which will take a couple of weeks. But the point is, I think I might start teaching, which is gonna be so cool. So, all right, I'll get back to the game. That was the ghost of the pale boy that we saw earlier. So if the previous pattern holds, that Pokemon must be nearby, right? Huh? Who are these people? Hey! Hey, what are you guys doing? We thought if we followed you, we'd find the exit. I already told you. I don't need a whole crew of tag-alongs following after me. Whoa, what's that? We found the eater. Heh, just as I expected. Here it comes. What? Damn! Eden syndrome all around. Actually, no, we're not in Eden. These are real people. So what happens whenever, like, a real human body is touched by an eater? Hang on. Seriously? What is that thing doing? I love... It reminds me of a nautilus. Whoa! I forgot that they do this sometimes. These are like the really powerful eaters that you get to fight later on in Hacker's Memory. So it transformed after devouring a person? Yukiko, keep your guard up. There's a theory that it's stronger after transforming. Obviously, duh. You said that so quickly. I don't know what that phrase means. I do want to get back into, like, studying Japanese more. Again, I'm also going to automate this battle. I think I just said that. I'm going to automate this battle so I can have more water. Because I'm a thirsty girly. I forget to drink water, like, all day long. And then when I'm on stream and I just, like, don't shut the fuck up, I'm like, damn, I'm so dehydrated. Why is that? This is why, dumbass. Whoa. I love how bendy he is. And the way he just, like, falls over. Oops! I'm paying attention. Are you? Are you guys awake? Intelligence up, defense down. Interesting choice. It's usually intelligence down, defense up, or like attack up, intelligence down. So, that's quite the combo. But yeah, so I'm gonna start, once I have the new job and I have like Thursdays and Fridays free, I'm gonna start working on obtaining my substitute teaching license, and then in a couple of weeks or so, I'm gonna start substitute teaching, I guess. Just like picking up like 1 or 2 days a week in a classroom setting. How exciting is that, right? I'm pumped. I'm gonna be the cutest little teacher. I'm also only gonna teach high school because I don't think I can handle middle school. I remember what it was like to be a middle schooler, and it was a bad time. Although I had a bad time in high school, too. I feel like that's just, like, a thing for queer and trans kids, generally. I don't know about y'all, VOD watchers or one singular viewer in chat, but, high school sucked ass. I was insane, and everything was bad. And then I went to college, and I was so pretty and adult. It really was as strong as theorized after all. Huh? Whoa. Loving this. Why do I feel so lightheaded, by the way? Not like lightheaded. I don't know. My head just feels weird. Phew. So taking out the eater makes everything go back to normal. Same as always. That's a relief. But still. We took down that Bakemon, but something is still controlling the strange phenomenon, and we still don't know what. Same goes with that syndrome. We didn't get any new info. Oh ho, then that means... What are you doing here? I came when I detected the digital shift. What are the two of you caught up in? Were the two of you caught up in it, perhaps? Perchance? 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 I see. Well, then why didn't you say anything? That's not the sort of thing to keep mum about. And? There was something new this time around? Ah, yes. Well, it was powerful, so much so that the Bakemon could transform after eating someone. Oh, that is very interesting indeed. Why is he referring to it as a Bakemon? It was an eater, not a Bakemon. That information fits into a new theory I am postulating. A new theory? It seems that an eater changes its form bit by bit to reflect what it incorporates into itself. By incorporating human data, this eater was able to attain a form that was close to human. Could it be that the Eaters have come to find more simple digital data unsatisfying? It could be attempting to incorporate data from humans, which are organic life forms. Human data? What the heck for? I don't know yet. Not for right now, at least. Thank you very much for the valuable information. Ah, hey, wait! Ah, yes, things have been left unsaid. I know you're a big fan of mine. I find you rather agreeable myself. What? What a creepy thing to say. No, Your outlaw spirit. Your outlaw spirit. I love that. Waiting to stay unencumbered. Your rebellious streak. Your desire to defy things greater than yourself. So many possibilities are open to you, Miss Arata. Let us meet again. Very soon, I hope. Crazy. Sheesh, I couldn't get a word in edgewise. And then he just up and disappears. There really is something fishy about him. Is he really just interested in research? I don't know. Why am I always so itchy on stream? I'm gonna stop touching my nose now. Okay, I made up my mind. Sorry. I'm going to look into things until I know for sure what Suedo and Kamashido are really all about. Huh? How am I going to look into them? By sneaking into Kamashido Enterprises, of course. I want to do that with you! It should be easy, right? As long as we use your connection jump and my hacking expertise. Besides, we've got connections, don't we? I need to think up a plan. I'll be in touch. Alright. Well, I'm excited, I guess. Nokia says to meet her in Kowloon. If I'm late, she'll probably get mad again. Must I see Nokia? I guess to advance the plot. Not that I love Nokia. She's my girlfriend. She's my evil little girlfriend. Can I go through here? No, this is only accessible when it's digital space? Well, that's upsetting. Where am I right now? Asakusa. Okay, not Akihabara. It was the other A one. Asakusa. That makes sense. Daimon Koban. I'm pretty sure that's like police station. That would make sense. Map. Actually, what the fuck am I doing? I can just go to Kowloon from here. There's a little guy. I'm gonna go to the Digilab first, just to check on things, because we just did a little case. So we're only 47 minutes in. So we've got time. Let's check on the farm. I always forget that I'm, like, meant to do some bullshit with the farm before I start. Just, like, diving into things, because, like, when I'm, you know, doing shit, they could be in the background, doing other shit that's successful and useful. I'm gonna have them... I will have them... I already have a lot of cases lined up. I have, like, 4 cases from them at the moment, so I don't need them to do things. Should they develop something or train? I'm gonna make them... These guys develop something. And then the other farm, I will have train, because it's all the babies. We'll also expand it. I forgot I had a Raremon. He's just, like, mucking about. This is ridiculous. Look at his little animation. I love that. Okay. Perfies. Let's command you to train. And we'll do the tough one. Nice. Yes, I would like to leave. Oh my goodness, the Digi Farm. Wow, sorry. That was a big yawn. I got like 6 hours of sleep last night because I decided to watch a horror movie with this boy. And then I didn't go to sleep until like 2 a.m. Even though I had things to do today, I had to be up early to go to my new job orientation. It's fine, whatever. I don't know what I'm doing. I know that he can't digivolve. Okay. Just check in to see if anybody is en route to digivolve. Save your Huckmon. Oh, you don't have the ABI. Nobody has the ABI for anything in my entire party. That's upsetting. Okay. No. 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 Hey! Okay, let's unlock Mock Galgamon. Yes, please. I shouldn't need to heal up because I think everyone leveled up, which means that their HP is reset. But I could be wrong. Okay, cool. Mock Calgamon. This is a season 5 saver. Oh, no. I wanted to rotate you. Can I rotate you? Yeah. Rotate the boy. Cool. I love this. It's like part RoboCop, part like firefighter. This reminds me of like Star Fox for some reason. I think it's the metal legs and just like the ridiculous rocket tail action going on. This is so fun. I love his little belt too. I haven't ever like examined Mock Galgamon's design up close, so that was very entertaining. Okay. Hoodimon I'm not doing anything with. And Jamon. You can't go anywhere anyways. Patamon. I just want XVmon at this point in time. I had Patamon in my party. Momentarily, I do remember that because I was trying to up his cam. I might just like feed him some meat instead. That would be an easier way to go about it. Gomamon can't go anywhere. And then Makagamon I just did something with. Yeah, okay. Also, where does Makagamon go from here? Apparently a lot of places, but nowhere attainable. Because again, ABI. Not high enough. Okay, Farm 2 probably has everyone ready to evolve because they are all children. Yeah. Falcomon could also become XVmon, but again, does not have the cam. Biomon. I have gone all of these routes before. I've had an Aquilamon before, I don't recall that. But I have unlocked all of these. So I'm gonna go Cubimon route. Just because Talmon and Securiamon. And Cubimon also. Phenomenal. The Renamon Digivolution line is one of my favorites. I love a good fox design, I will say. Also, I had a Cubimon action figure when I was a kid, and I used to... I don't know if you guys ever played with bath toys when you were children. My bath toys, I think I've said this on a different stream, my bath toys were Digimon action figures. Like, that is how lifelong this obsession has been. I'm intense about my feelings regarding Digimon. Okay, Devimon, can you go anywhere? Okay, Devimon route, not attainable yet. Your max level is 15? What the fuck? Why? Okay, so it won't even be attainable unless I do some bullshit. Same with Kurisarimon. Okay, well, both of the routes that I want, I have to, like... Damn it, I gotta Digivolve you. Fine. I suppose that I shall do that. Cool. Alright. Toyagamon! Hey, we've got some routes we can take. None of them where I want to be, though, because I wanted to go either Clockmon or Greymon route. Your max level is also 15, so I gotta Digivolve you, too. That's funny that he becomes Koromon. I like that. I mean, it makes sense, he's an Agumon, of course, but it's still very silly, in my humble, bumble opinion. Nice. Okay, Gilmon! Next step. Okay, I've had all of these folks before. So it's just a matter of which route I want to take. And I'm feeling Geogreymon route or Marimon route. I'm feeling Marimon route. I don't know why, but I'm feeling Marimon route. I can always change my mind later. That's the beauty of Digimon. So much easier than Pokemon. Oh, you still have, like, literally 0 ABI. Okay. Back to the top. Raremon. Nowhere yet. Ryudamon. Still nowhere. Bukamon. Again, I've had all of you. I'm feeling Otamamon route. Or Syakoma? No, Otamamon. I don't know what it is. I'm feeling Otamamon route. Let's just go with it. Let's just go with it. I'm looking at myself in my webcam right now, like side-eyeing the camera. This is a nice angle. Yeah, we're up close and personal. I hope you don't. I didn't shave today. I haven't had it in me as of late to shave. I did finally cut my nails. I've been needing to cut my nails for like a week now. And every day I come home from work and I'm like, I'm gonna cut my nails now. And then I just don't do it and I crawl into bed. And then I wake up the next morning at like 4 a.m. and go to work again. So, finally did that before stream started. I was like, I have to. I must make myself do it. Lalamon. I'm in the mood for a Lalamon for some reason. She's also Digimon Savers. I'm just feeling nostalgic for Savers right now. I didn't even like Savers that much. I didn't dislike Savers, but it was silly. It was a very different vibe. Seasons 1 through 3 are the most, like, core Digimon vibe, and then, like, seasons 4 and beyond, they just got, like, more and more further away. Which is, like, not a bad thing. It's just, seasons 1 through 3 are, like, the OG. They have, like, a certain vibe to them that the other seasons lack. I've done all of these routes. I'm gonna ignore you for right now. Cubimon I literally just obtained. Marimon same. Lalamon Otamamon. Koromon Sumamon. Okay, we're all good there. Nice. Alright, let's see. Do I need to recover over here? Probably not, but I'll check anyways. Yep, we're good. Next and final step before we continue to see Nokia and Kowloon. I'm gonna go to settings. Everybody is going to... What? Hello? Aha! Okay. So I've got Spirit Drain is the new move that I can add. So I'm going to remove Gaia Element for Idle Bubble. Anti-Panic, that's fine. Nightmare 2 is probably fine. Do I want to keep Ground Rock? I'm going to do... What is Power Energy? 80 neutral damage. No, we're going to do that one. 75 Earth damage. Should I just get rid of Anti-Panic? I'll just get rid of Anti-Panic and substitute it for Spirit Drain. I feel like I like that idea. Do I have any Anti-Panics to add, though? Because that would be helpful. Because lately... Yeah, Panic Barrier. I only have one Panic Barrier. Perhaps I will save it. Okay, nice. What can I change about you? Saint Knuckle 3. Alright, we definitely want that one in there. So, 65 wind damage, 65 fire damage. Yeah, get rid of that one. I don't use those things. I don't do any status changing moves. They're stupid. Yeah, I guess that makes the most sense. Oh, equipment. Equipment for you. You were the one that kept panicking like crazy. Because I guess you're, like, susceptible to it for some reason. I don't know. What other equipment do I have? I should actually, like, look through this and... What is the Ninja USB? Always successful escaping from battle. Interesting. Cool. Savior Huckmon. We have Meteor Fall and Support End. 30 light damage, nullifies target support skills. Okay. We're going to replace Attack Charge with Support End, because that makes more sense to me. We already have Meteor Fall 2. I don't feel the need to do anything else there. Lucemon. Holy Light 3, we're going to add in, as opposed to Holy Light 1. Phenomenal. And my Rapidmon. Thunderfall 2, we're going to replace Thunderfall 1 with that. And Meteor Fall 1. Nice. Alright, I feel better about that. I'm more in control of what everyone's doing. Now we shall go to Kowloon. Alright. Eden. Please and thank you. Wow, my eyelids are like so heavy. Oh, I'm excited. I took a nap before stream today, specifically because I didn't, like, get sleep last night. What? She didn't even say what level of Kowloon to go to. So I'm just going to It's probably level 2 where we continue to meet with the fucking teddy bear moment or something. Or is that level 1? Perhaps that's level 1. I actually... Oh, nope, it's this one. I'm fine. I was right. Darn it, Yukiko, you're late again. I knew you'd be late. What would you have done if some creeper had come on to me like before? What? Hang on. What? And just what do you mean by that? Hey, Nokia, what's a come on? Oh, right. That's when... It's this kind of, courtship ritual that some idiotic males do when they're after a sexy cute bod like mine. I'm not quite sure I get that, but it sounds pretty scary. Yes, it is scary, but if the guy is hot, I might be okay with it. Alright. There's a lot going on there that we won't unpack. What are you talking about? Whoa, you go! What a coincidence running into you like this. What terrific luck I have. It's like this chance encounter was destined to happen. I was just thinking I wanted to talk to you about something too. I understand what you were saying. Good. Zaxxon solidarity has been more tepid lately. Good, good. A number of us are acting so brashly as to draw interest from other hacker teams. Good, good, good. But don't you think pitting power against power will only result in unneeded chaos? Huh? Someone needs to reunite the hackers of Kowloon and restore Eden to its former state of order. But that someone is not you, Nokia. It's me. What? Hang on, wait a sec. I love how sassy he is, but like, in a very calm and cool way. Like, he's so distant from it, you know? He's just like bitchy and gay. I love him. What the what? I'm completely lost. But I can do it, can't I, Yukiko? No, you have no class or charm. But you're my girlfriend anyways, it's fine. Ah, no, I'm totally desperate. This is the pits. I'll just go around Kowloon soliciting any and all hackers I happen to come across. That's a bad idea. Then I'll have, like, a buttload of hackers with me, and we'll be the other hackers of their own game. Yeehaw! Follow in Akino's footsteps. Folks, follow me! Alright. Alright, I'm off to get me some tamers. Step 1, raiding the Zaxxon and Demon hideouts. The demons broke up, so they don't have anything better to do, and I bet there's some freelance tamers in the Zaxxon forum, too. Time to roll out. Am I going with you? Is that, like, literally what I'm doing right now, is going with you to these things? Well, I gotta go back to the login portal, I guess. Jinky Scoop. I recently discovered this album, so I'm always looking for new music. I wanted to talk about this, I just remembered it all of a sudden. No, what the fuck am I doing? I recently discovered this new album earlier this week on my bus ride to work. It's by this individual named Jordan Mason, I believed. Jordan with 2 A's. And this album called Divorce Lawyers, We Shaved Our Heads was recommended to me on Spotify. And I was, like, intrigued by the album art and also the premise of the album in general. I, like, read the about. And it was, like, the most amazing, bizarre thing. So this was written, like, 2009 or some bullshit. And it was by... So Jordan Mason is a trans-identifying individual, as I understand it. And the album is about 2 people of indeterminate gender who get married and then divorced in the midst of, like, this war. And it's just such a fun story. And it's just, like, silly, but, like, really emotional and poetic. I love a good concept album with, like, a really crazy story to it. Like, I love MCR's music specifically because, like, specifically, like, Danger Days and the comics that accompany it and stuff. Like, I love whenever an album has a self-contained story, is my point. And this one is really interesting. But it's also trans. And it came out in, like, 2009, and I'm, like, just now discovering it, and it was so cool. And there's, like, theremin in the album. I really enjoyed it. Hang on. Trying to recruit hackers, huh? Sounds like what the demons were doing. No way! Don't let me in with those jerks. This is completely different. I mean, for starters, that went like that because of that went like that because of that. And then what else could you do but this? Jeez, get it? Not one bit. Hey, you explain. It's the same, you get paid, our aims are different. Our aims are different, I'll say that. Huh. That's actually kind of cool. In that case, maybe I should be asking you if you'll take me as an ally. Leader. No prob. See, since I gave you such a good explanation, it's pretty easy to understand. Actually, I gave him a good explanation, but that's fine. Mojamon. I don't know who the fuck that is, but cool. Also, I love that they're all just, like, standing around in this abandoned forum. This is, like, the ghost server. Like, this hacker group literally disbanded, and all of these, like, stray hackers that used to be members are just, like, hanging out where Jimmy Ken used to give concerts, and they just, like, log on to Eden and just, like, sit here, not talking, hoods over their faces, posed like assholes. And this, like, weird, like, meditation music is playing. This is such a vibe. Like, a bad one. Not a bad one. A strange one. This is a forum of losers. I don't know. That was mean. So, Divorce Lawyers, We Shaved Our Head. Really fucking good album. So obsessed with it. I've listened to it, like, several times through. That evening, I hung out with this boy for the first time, and we were sharing music back and forth. And I pulled up my Spotify, and it showed my most recently played thing, which was Divorce Lawyers, We Shaved Our Heads. And he was like, oh, you like Jordan Mason? And I was like, no, there's, like, you don't know who this is. Like, this person has made, like, 5 albums maybe total, and they're super indie. They have, like, 20,000 followers on Spotify. And this album came out in 2009, and it's, like, this crazy, like, trans story that I just heard of literally this morning. Like, you do not know who this is. And he was like, yeah, I love that album. And he fucking knew who Jordan Mason was and, like, was talking to me about Jordan Mason, who I literally discovered that morning on my bus ride to work. Like, I don't know. I don't want to be, like, crazy, but fated interaction right there. Like, that was meant to be. That was so silly. But, like, yeah, I met this guy. It's cool. I don't know. We've been sharing music back and forth. I'm really enjoying it. And he knew who Jordan Mason was. But my point there was, you should all listen to this album. It's phenomenal. It's been on my mind as of late. A tamer group. Sounds like a pretty weird team. I don't have any strong feelings either way about joining, but wonder what my buddy would think. Well, I think you and your friend should both join. Where are they? Probably somewhere around here. Got it. I'm gonna ask them then. Come on, Yukiko. He. If this all goes well, I got 2 members in one fell swoop. Yeah, I rock at this. Oh, you still have a thingy. I'm gonna talk to you. I love there's a bar here. I want digital alcohol. Hello! You! Yes, you! What are you doing? I'm starting a new hacker team. I just know you're interested, right? A new hacker team? Why? To become closer to Digimon, and to stop evil hackers. That's why I'm forming the Rebels. Huh. Sounds interesting. Fine, I'll help you. Really? Yes! Ally count ding +1. This is the beginning of a beautiful friendship. Alright, that was easy. Are you the friend? What is this, like, hovering fucking... Is this air hockey or pool? It's pool. I recently played pool for the first time back in December. I was meeting up with an old friend. We were at some dive bar in the middle of nowhere, New Jersey. And there was a pool table. And he was like, hey, we should play pool. So he taught me how to play pool. And it's a horny sport. It's so horny. I get why lesbians love it, and, like, why it's just, like, sexy in general. Like, you really just, like, hike up your leg on the table and, like, show off your thigh and your little booty, and you just have to, like, bend over, and you're like, ooh, let me just, like, hit these balls with my long stick. It's so silly. It's very flirtatious, just, like, naturally. So, I want to play pool more often. I want to join, like, a pool league or something. I don't know. I'm pretty. I look good when I bend over a table. Can I say that on Twitch? Is it okay? I say so much shit anyways. Okay, buddy, I like the cut of your jib. What say you join us? We're gathering people to form a hacker group. Making a hacker group, eh? That's a big accomplishment. Rather than assume you're just as accomplished, I'll see for myself just how strong you are. Nokia is really weak, is the thing. So we just have to hope the hacker is weaker than her. Or I guess I will just kick their asses because I'm by default required to join this hacker team because this is my girlfriend. I don't know, man. That was hot. Nice. Whoops. Let's do a skill. I love that I have 2 sword bitches and then 1 claw bitch. Good variety going on here. It's a weird ragtag team, but they work together well. I don't know. I like them. I'm into what's going on here. So you're more than just talk. Okay, I'll tag along. Nice to meet you, leader. I should be the leader. Nokia didn't even participate in that fight. I don't even think that Agumon and Gabumon were there. Same to you. Let's get even stronger together. I know that later on she does have Omnimon. But right now she doesn't. Wait. They have 2 pool tables. Why do they need 2 pool tables? One of them should be air hockey. A tamer group sounds like a pretty weird team. I don't have any strong feelings either way about joining, but wonder what my buddy would think. Well, I think you and your friend should both join. Where are they? I already talked to you. Oh, so my buddy joined your team. Then sure, I'll join too. I think that's enough members for now. I mean, look at us. We look like a proper team. Heck yeah. Operation Get Members, great success. Nokia, you have 4 members. That's the whole team. I did it! This ought to be enough. Today marks the formation of Akina's Rebel Alliance. Okay. Now we can protect Digimon from mean old hackers. Everybody, follow me. Rebels form up and move out. I love their enthusiasm, I must say. Where is she going, I wonder? Good point. What's the matter? You look awfully surprised. Did you think I was a ghost again? If she happens to face off against truly evil hackers, I want you to step in and protect her. I cannot bring myself to let her put herself in any real danger in her zeal to protect Digimon. Moreover, I don't want to see Eden claim any more victims. We'll meet again. He's so melodramatic and so gay. Better report back to the office. Alright, cool. Oh, you're gonna do it for me. Thank you. You're awfully late, aren't you? No, it's fine. It's not like there's been any real movement here. What? There's been movement? I knew I had it right. One good turn deserves another. Give me the details on what happened. You should let Nokia do as she wishes. She's not as thoughtless as she looks, or seems. Her response clearly comes after a lot of careful thought. We have no right to stand in her way. I think Arata's got the right idea about sneaking into Kamoshiro. Let's wait on him to form our strategy. Hee, things have certainly gotten a bit more exciting, haven't they? You can't really help but get a rush from it. Yes, I like to save. We're just gonna keep having cutscenes, aren't we? Are we in chapter 9 yet? No, still chapter 8. That's fine. What up, Z's? Okay. Theoretically, there will be some new cases beyond just the lost and founds. Who is texting me? Oh, he sent me a gift. Thank you. He went to it looks like clouds. Yes, cotton candy. Speaking of cotton candy, favorite place I went to, Harajuku was, like, great in general, but, like, favorite place I went to specifically in Harajuku was this cotton candy cafe. It's, like, famous for some reason. Not for some reason. They spin, like, these enormous, colorful cotton candies. Like, I'm not a cotton candy girly. I love a good carnival, and I love, like, the aesthetics of a carnival, and cotton candy is, like, pretty and cute, but, like, I don't like touching food, especially sticky food. And cotton candy, you really have to, like, touch and, like, get into it, you know? But they make these, like, adorable aesthetic cotton candies that I was just reminded of all of a sudden. I don't know. Japanese sweets are, like, next level in general. How about the nice lady treat me to a meal? I will not buy a cop anything. In fact, I will steal from cops before I buy one dinner. Mark my words, Date. Problems at Digipedia. Yeah, I guess so. Let's go for it. Ooh, K-Cafe. Have you heard of Digipedia? It's an online dictionary site that I run. Something strange is happening. It's only 2 stars. Easy enough. K-Cafe. Shh, lower your voice. Yes, that's right. I am the administrator of the Digipedia site. I don't want anyone else to hear what I'm about to tell you, so I'll whisper it to you for now. You've heard about Digipedia, right? It's the free dictionary that anyone can edit. So, recently there's been some making of a lot, wow. There's been someone making a lot of strange edits to the articles. The editors writes everything in Kansai dialect. Okay, yes. In the anime, Tentomon talks in Kansai dialect. It's like a whole thing. I remember. I forget what is so unique about the Kansai dialect, but I do believe it's considered like more of a country dialect comparatively to Tokyo dialect. Which obviously, when you learn Japanese, typically they teach the Tokyo dialect because that's like the more common one. So I know mostly Tokyo dialect, but I've also seen Kimi no Na wa, my favorite movie of all time, also called Your Name in English, and that dives into dialect a lot in a really cool way. Watch that movie. It's good. I have several posters of it. Also, the boy who knew who Jordan Mason was also has seen Kimi no Na wa because I have several posters of it and he was talking about them. I was so shocked. I love whenever I have shared interests with people, but like, I don't want to say like all my interests are niche, but like a lot of my interests, I am like, damn, like 5 people know what this is. But he knew what they were. That was like crazy. I love to be validated. I love to be silly. Okay, moving on. I've tried to revise the articles, but there's some kind of block in place, and even I, an administrator, can't remove it. Therefore, I was hoping you could find this editor and ask him to remove the block. Leave it to me! Wow, you're so reliable. Thanks for taking care of this. Incidentally, the pages that the editor has written on are takoyaki, comedy, etc. There aren't that many of them yet, thank goodness. You should probably start by looking at the edit log page. Please take care of this. Uki. Doesn't seem like there's any problem on the main page. I'll go check out some of the problem pages then. Takoyaki is Osaka's soul food. They're small and round and they look real pretty. It's best when the octopus in the middle is huge. There's also a different type of takoyaki where you dunk it in broth. You know all about that? Kami's at the heart of Osaka. Yeah, it's right at the core of its soul. Or maybe that's supposed to be Seoul? I suggest y'all try the husband and wife comic duo, Digimon and Bobmon. Y'all be sure to come see him at least once in Osaka's little theaters. This isn't just in Kanto dialect, it's all pretty subjectively written too. I wonder if I can connect them to edit the log page. Also, I noticed that my camera has frozen. I hope I'm still audible. I mean, my microphone is separate. Give me 1 second to figure that out. I don't know what my phone is doing. All of a sudden, it's just, like, stopped being normal, which is not cool. I'm gonna change my webcam device for right now to be my fucking laptop camera. Jesus Christ. Okay, well, hello again. I don't know what's going on, but all of a sudden my phone just, like, restarted right in front of me. I can see it just, like, doing a thing. So my webcam just, like, froze. I love how I have technical difficulties literally every stream without fail. That was short-lived. Thank you very much, Samsung. I'm gonna check my phone super quick. Give me just a moment to adjust these technical difficulties. In the meantime... What the fuck? My phone is just, like, straight up decided to start updating randomly? I love when it just does that for no goddamn reason. I didn't ask you to do that. Thank you very much. Okay, I'm gonna take this time to have a sip of water. And, I guess we'll move on with this case. We're an hour and 20 minutes in, so we've still got quite a ways to go. Alright, let's not lose pace here, folks. folks, I say to my one continuous viewer. Alright. Thank you for your ongoing support. Who is texting me? Shut up. Do I still look okay from this angle? I can angle it more. Hang on. Make it this, like, more... Oh, wait, look at Karupi's in frame now. Say hello to Karupi, everyone. Cool. It was just the cotton candy text message. That's fine. Cool. Alright. Yeah, this looks fine enough, I suppose. Not ideal, but it's working. Ooh, it is Tentomon! Look at that! I know my shit! That's so funny. Yeah, Tentomon talks in a Kansai dialect, and I don't think they ever address why he does, but in Adventure specifically, Koshiro's Tentomon talks in Kansai dialect. And it's very, like, silly and charming. Paralysis barrier. Ooh. More Woodmon. Whew, excuse me. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Sorry, guys. I am sleepy. So I got groceries today, as I said before. And I was interrupted by my my transition doctor being like, do your estrogen shot right now. And I was like, yes, sir. But I prefer to be a Winco girly because it's cheap and also the bulk food, but also they have great gluten-free options. Trader Joe's just have gluten-free options, not as many though. They also are severely lacking in like spices, which annoys me. But again, it's like a white demographic that shops there, so whatever, makes sense. I'm being long-winded and an asshole again. What I'm getting at here is what I learned in boating school is while at Trader Joe's, I was reminded while doing my grocery shopping for the week, Trader Joe's, someone once described to me, is a grocery store for people who don't know how to cook. Because a lot of their shit there is like cook from frozen type meals or like ready-made shit that's like mostly done for you and you just like kind of assemble and put together. And that is largely true. A lot of the ready-made things also contain gluten, which is like, whatever. I do know how to cook. Not to brag, but I love to cook, actually. I would do it more often if I had the time. So, I'm excited to have more time to myself to do things like cooking and making music and art in general, and also substitute teaching, apparently, now, which would be really cool. But... Anyways, my roommate gets these tamales from Trader Joe's, and they had them for dinner the other night. And I was reminded that tamales are, I'm pretty sure, like, naturally just, like, gluten-free. And so I saw the exact tamales that my roommate gets when I was at Trader Joe's. And I was like, you know what? Margot eats these for dinner sometimes, and they seem to like them. Maybe I will try them as a gluten-free alternative. And so tonight for dinner, when I was, like, going to, like, make myself something, I woke up from my nap before stream, my pre-stream nap, and I was like, what do I want to make myself for dinner? And I didn't feel like getting too involved with cooking, especially because I wanted to give myself adequate amount of time to, like, set up stream with the new webcam and everything, and the controller. I wanted to make sure everything was in working order and blah, blah, blah. So I decided to try the tamales. And I am unhappy to report they're very mid. They're, like, really, really mid. So that's what I had for dinner tonight. I had some boring-ass tamales. I tried to dress them up with, like, some sauce. I have that, like, I don't know if you guys know this, but Trader Joe's has this, like, peri-peri sauce, I think it's called. And it's, like, fermented dried chili sauce. It's so fucking spicy. And I say that as somebody that cooks in chili oil, like, all the time. I love things to be hot. I add crushed pepper to, like, everything. Like, my go-to spice is pepper. That's, like, the first thing I add to shit. Peri-peri sauce, painfully spicy. You cannot add too much. So I did this thing where, like, I mixed it with some Greek yogurt, and it was very good. And I, like, drowned the tamales in that, and it was successful to some regard, I guess. But, In general, they were pretty boring. I was quite unhappy with Trader Joe's tamales, unfortunately. Which is sad because it's like the one ready-made meal that Trader Joe's has that's like gluten-free. Because like even their like fried rice, like their basic like microwavable fried rice, I cannot have because they like coat it in sauces with gluten in them. So I don't know. But Trader Joe's does also sell my favorite gluten-free tortillas that are made from quinoa flour, which are so amazing. Um, the boy I was talking about earlier, I made him gluten-free quesadillas for dinner, and he approved. So that was cool. Treasure chest, plant guard. Cool. Where else was I going with that? I had something more to say about the tamales. Oh yes, I remember. Um, this thrift store that I really like going to. Okay, more of a vintage store than a thrift store. There is a difference. One is much more expensive and commodified than the other. Um, but there's this one vintage store I like going to in Portland that is right next door to a food truck. And a couple weeks ago, maybe not a couple, maybe it was longer than that. I think it was like a couple months ago, actually. Somewhat recently, they had this event where they had like the store open after hours, and they called it like a speakeasy. And they had like live music, and they had like food and drinks at this cute little thrift store, vintage store type deal. And it was really fun. And Ray and I went together to it, actually. And the food they had there was tamales. And that was the first time in my life I'd ever had a tamale before. So I was like, oh, tamales are gluten free. I have like high hopes for this like Trader Joe's tamale that I can make in the microwave. And it breaks my heart how boring it was. So I think my issue is that it was very bean heavy because they're chili cheese tamales. And I'm not much of a chili person, mostly because I'm not much of a bean person. I don't like Mexican style refried beans very much. They're not my thing. I don't like the texture mostly. I'm very large on texture in general. So where have I not gone yet? I guess... No, I feel like I've gone here, but maybe I haven't. Tentomon, where are you? No, where am I? Oh, no, that was correct. Okay. Wow, I can't believe I actually followed the path correctly this time. Amazing. Go to sleep. Oh, I miss anyways. Whatever, fuck you. I have said this in previous streams, but Kuwagamon is one of my favorite Digimon, funny enough. I just like his design, but like also his roar in Adventure. Like he's the first villain the kids come into contact with. And he just has such a good roar. I love whenever a creature has a good scream. I watched I mentioned this earlier. I saw a horror movie last night. Stayed up way too late with this silly boy I just met. The one who knows who Jordan Mason is, and etc. I watched, I think it was called, not Babylon, Barbarian. I watched Barbarian, which was interesting. If you don't know what that is, it's like kind of a horror thriller-esque type deal. I don't know. Apparently, he was explaining to me it has like a reputation of like people want to show their friends this movie. Like this is like one of those cool movies. Everybody wants to show their friend this movie. And I was like, okay, cool, whatever. It was interesting. It wasn't scary, in my opinion, but I did like it. Helpless. Like from Hamilton? I'm sorry, shouldn't have made that reference. God. Anyways, the monster, I won't spoil anything. The monster in Barbarian has like such a weird scream. I don't dislike it. I just was like very much like, Okay, interesting. Huh? What you want there, youngin'? Am I the one who made their edits on Digipedia? Did you happen to find one of my articles there? Interesting, don't you think? What? You're saying there was subjective information in the articles written in Kansai dialect, and Kansai dialect is hard to understand? Well, you misunderstood then. Kansai dialect's the lingua franca of the whole world. It's really easy to understand, I say. Listen, I don't want to be heard nothing, but no articles, you understand? I don't want to heard nothing, but no articles, you understand? You're just pissing me off with all this here talk about my writing stall. I hope I did that justice. I probably didn't. I don't know. I love, every time I do a country accent, I have so much fun. Any accent, really, but a country accent, I love to be silly. Okay. It's really like just a Tentomon. Like, how fucking strong is this Tentomon? That's so silly that I was just like, in Adventure, Dentomon has kinds of dialects. And it was just like, a Tentomon is like who I have to fight. Wow, yeah, that was easy. I automated that for literally nothing. How have I not noticed Bao Huckmon's little crystal before? Huh. Okay. He's got a little chest spike. A little flagship. Sorry, it's just that what you said really got to me. I ain't just interested in an article, it should be easy to read and understand. Make it a dictionary, the most important thing is professionalism. Please, give it some thought. I don't know what that's meant to be. Shh, keep your voice down. Don't just yell out, hey, Mr. Administrator, seriously. But that's a woman, I thought. But what I wanted to say is that the block on the pages with Kansai dialect has been removed and I've been correcting the pages bit by bit. You really did an excellent job, and you have my heartfelt thanks. Indeed, I just received an email from that fellow from Kansai just now. I'll read it to you. I'm sorry for all the trouble I've caused you. After the detective opened my eyes about it all, I'd like to thank you kindly for that. Now I'm going to start my own blog promoting Osaka, and I'm feeling pretty excited about it. As you can see, he's quite a weird guy. Cool. Well. Yeah, that's literally a woman. What? Okay. Well, whatever. I've done the case. That's fine. Cool. Alright. I'm gonna take this time to see if my phone is done being an annoying little bitch. So I've had an update available for like a couple of days, and I keep like delaying it and being like, no, don't update right now. It's not a good time. I don't have it in me to do this. And you know how your phone will just like always choose to update itself at the most inconvenient fucking time? Yeah. Well, it really chose inconvenience today. Am I even audible from this angle? Hello. Let me plug in my laptop and then set up my phone. I hope you guys don't mind. I'm just like fiddling with this in real time. Real professional of me, right? Okay, laptop plugged in. Cool. Alright, I gotta open Droid Cam. Today's stream is sponsored by Droid Cam. That's how I'm doing this today. Let's see. Okay, perfect. I'm gonna go ahead and edit my gameplay again. Webcam. We're gonna change you back to the Droid Cam. Look at that. Alright, you got a nice view of my desktop. Now I'm gonna give you a nice view of my hand. And hey, look, we're back. Okay, let's adjust that somewhat. But, alright. Nice. Cool. Okay, we've got the webcam up and running again. I'm gonna save really quickly. Perfect. Okay. Happy with that one. Where the fuck am I? Nope, I know it's this way. I know it's this way because I do it wrong every time. I gotta go this direction. So. No! I'm being an asshole again. Wait, no, I was in the K Cafe. That's why I'm all confused and turned around. I'm not even on the first floor. Jesus Christ, Euphemia. Pull yourself together. Okay, we're fine. Everything's okay. Cool. Hello again! Oh, this is so exciting. I love that I'm in HD. Um... Why does that door sound just like, the noise, the like, opening to Washing Machine Heart by Mitski? Digipedia. Yeah, of course I know about it. Actually, how'd you go this long without hearing about it? I'm surprised considering your age. Okay, well, the thing is, there are no more new cases. Do you... Hello? 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 Seems there's some sketchy poster on the second floor of Broadway. Have you seen it? Second floor of Broadway. I have not. I feel like changing my outfit, by the way. I don't have any pants I can change. I'm gonna... I'm gonna change into my schoolgirl uniform. Just to have something different. Just because that feels fun. So. Okay. Second floor of Broadway. Which is this floor? There's a poster somewhere. I wish I could rotate the camera. I love video games that let you rotate the camera because I'm stupid and blind. I'm looking for an interactable guy. No. No posters here. No vacancy. One of my favorite bands of all time is Rainbow Kitten Surprise. Also check them out. I love to just give music recs. I think I have a great taste in music because I'm an asshole. I'm not seeing a poster, love. No. I don't see anything I can interact with. I knew it. Okay. Ah, I see that sign caught your attention too. The Super Ultra True Puppet. It's quite the intriguing name, that's for sure. Like the name says, it's an exquisitely crafted doll made to look just like a real human being that you can buy online, or so I hear. Though calling it Super and Ultra True is a tad redundant, they could have gotten the point across without using both terms. It's actually not that expensive. I'm thinking of saving up my money and buying one myself. And it's made by Jorogumo Co. Ltd. A nice, snappy name for a company, although there's a bit of sketchy vibe to it, too. Anyway, I wonder who the model behind this doll is, too, come to think of it. Hey, a case has come in from May at the Inoden Occult Research Club. Drop by the office when you can, alright? Is it related to the sign somehow? Is the doll haunted? We have another occult. Oh, I meant to go down the stairs and I went this way. Instead. Whoopsies. Oh my goodness. Cool. So, what was I saying? No vacancy, but also no children by the mountain goats. That's the mountain goats, right? And I hope you die. I hope we both die. Yeah, I saw the poster. Thank you. I have to open the case, I guess. Living doll, dead person. Yep, okay, that's the case. This will be our last case because we've got 20 minutes left, so we'll just do this one and call it a day. Ooh, my eyes are watering. My eyes always water when I get tired, so it looks like I'm crying, but I'm really just sleepy. I promise. Detective Karemi! You have to help us! You have to help us, please! May, calm down. I'm sure she'll help us. Tell me what's going on. What's wrong? Given that this is business from the occult club, I take it we've got another supernatural case on our hands. Yeah, I mean, no. Probably. I don't think this has anything to do with the occult this time. Oh? Then why all the big fuss? Well, There are apparently these dolls being sold on the internet that look just like me and May. I think those dolls are cool, called Super Hyper Ultra Lookalikes or something like that. You must be referring to the Super Ultra True puppets. I've heard rumors about them. Alright, tell me more. These dolls, their faces, their bodies, everything from top to bottom looks just like us. They're so accurate, it's creepy. And, to make matters worse, they're being sold real cheap. You'd think they could go for at least a little more money on the market. That's not really the problem here. You get that, right? But it still sucks. It makes me feel like they see me as some kind of cheap piece of junk. I mean, I find it weird, too, that your doll costs several thousand yen more than mine, but... Wait, so you do care about the prices after... I said it's not important. Anyway, these dolls that look just like us are being bought by otaku all over the place. And when I think about what those guys are probably doing with, or to them, it just really creeps me out. You know, this reminds me of another incident. I wonder if this is connected to that. What kind of incident? There's a really dicey-looking service out there that's called the Perfect Girl Project. You can use it to get a living doll made in the image of your ideal girl and live the life you've always dreamed of. But the police have been hearing about how owners of these dolls are going missing. I was just discussing it with Detective Matayoshi. Super Ultra True puppets, and living dolls made of the images and people's dream girls. I guess they sound like they could be related, but are you sure there's really a connection? That's the tough part to prove. To make dolls that look so similar to how you really are, it'd take having pretty specific data on your bodies. I imagine getting your hands on something like that isn't exactly easy. Actually, I have an idea how they might have managed to pull it off. There's an LDC machine in an arcade in Akihabara that I think might be suspicious. LDC. You don't mean Lustful Dream Chicks, do you? Lustful Dream Chicks, that's like a great band name, by the way. They're certainly not one for subtlety, if that's the case. No, that's not that. I mean Living Doll Club. That's what LDC stands for. Right, it's a machine that scans all of your body and makes a 3D printed figure of it. Our data could have somehow leaked out of that, I guess. Oh, so you literally have had dolls made of yourself before. And then you were shocked that on the internet they're selling dolls made of you? Baby girl. Duh, there's a connection. Okay, anyways. I definitely can't deny the possibility. But our next step is clear. We need to head straight to Akihabara to gather information on this Living Doll Club machine. It's that part of stream where I am so sleepy that I cannot read. That'll be your job, Yukiko. As for me, I'll see if I can dig up anything else regarding the Perfect Girl Project. Perfect. Okay, let's go to Akihabara, Electric Town. Let me answer this text message first. Digimon folk dancing. Interesting. Back to the subject of Jordan Mason's transgender album that I'm obsessed with. The closing song is called Divorce Lawyers We Shaved Our Heads, which is the name of the album. And that's probably my favorite on the album. But there's this really heartbreaking part that I keep listening to over and over again that's just been like stuck in my head. I get like stuck on lyrics a lot, or just like certain sounds. Like I get earworms for sure really easy, and this is like my new earworm right now, so it's like all that I'm going to be talking about for the next like 2 weeks or something. But there's a part, so the one character is a trans girl, and there's a part where she says, the narrator says, she stands by the window and pulls down her pants and says, "Can you see where I used to be a boy?" And the narrator says, "Yes, I've held it in my mouth. I swallowed the evidence whole." And it just, that line kills me. Like, especially the emotion that the singer puts behind it, and just like how raw and bare it feels. Like, I love how indie it is in general, just like as a vibe, but like specifically for the content and like the actual narrative, it's just so well done. And it's just, you have to listen to it. Everyone has to listen to it. I'm talking about this album from 2009 that I'm obsessed with, and it's going to become everyone's problem now. Huh? You... What is this man doing? He's just, like, pushing me out of the way. Yeah, I want to talk to you. I love this asshole just, like, just, like, walking into us. Ah, Living Doll Club, is it? For a time, there was this huge ad campaign about how it used the latest in 3D tech and whatnot. There was Living Doll Club in the arcade down the way, wasn't there? Okay, well, that I literally already knew. So you have not proven to be helpful. Stop being an asshole! Oh my god, this guy sucks. But just, like... I don't know. Girl cock is special, girl cock is sacred. That line... It just does something to me. I don't know. I swallow the evidence. That kills me. Do you see where I used to be the boy? Yes, I swallow the evidence. That's hot. That's erotic. That's, like, so transsexual. I don't know. You there. Odd man. I can tell from your body language you're frustrated and unhappy. Damn, call me out. Yeah, I'm talking about you. I know this is out of the blue, but I bet you're into beautiful women, aren't you? Actually, now that you mention it, I do have 2 girlfriends, and I'm always looking for more. I'll have you know that I sell top-notch dolls of only the prettiest girls. Maybe you've heard of them. They're called Super Ultra True Puppets. I'm meeting the man himself. How sudden. If you want, I can let you have one for cheap. Go ahead, check this one out for yourself. That's my girlfriend. Oh my god. Guys, that's my girlfriend. Kinda, this one's an ugly one that... This one's an ugly one that was made as an experiment and it hasn't sold well. But you understand how real my dolls look now, right? Dude, that's my fucking girlfriend. I'm gonna kick your ass. Well, if you're interested in having one of these for yourself now, I've got something even better, but it's a top secret service. Nobody can know. Mwahaha. Let me ask you, how are you doing health-wise? Well enough. Great to hear. Really, even if you weren't 100% perfect, you'd probably still be fine. I bet you're bored with how your day-to-day life is going. Wouldn't you love to just throw it all away and spend it with the girl of your dreams? Doesn't that just sound fantastic? I love that, like, theoretically his target audience would be, like, horny nerd boys. But he chose me, a hot schoolgirl detective off the street, and was like, you there! You are obviously a lesbian. Let's talk about how much you want to sleep with women. And, like, yeah, oh my god, okay. Because with the Perfect Girl Project, I can offer you exactly that. With the Perfect Girl Project, you can have your ideal girl recreated and sent straight to your room as a living and breathing human being. There's just one condition you'll have to abide by if you use this service. Just one condition, and you can be free from the tedium you've lived up with until now. Up until now. Wahaha, I bet you're wondering just what that condition actually is. I understand that's a fair question to ask. Tell you what, I'll let you in on that condition free of charge. The one condition is that once your dream girl has been sent to your room, you can never leave for the rest of your life. Simple, right? Oh, you don't have to worry about survival. The girls take care of that for you. So what do you think? Not a bad deal, right? No, I'm not going to Kikomori just to, like, have a sex doll Nokia. I could just bang Nokia. Because I already do that every day. Teehee. That's okay. Take all the time you need to think. Once you know you want one, just get in touch and I'll make it happen. Mwahaha. Right now, I think I'll go check out the LGC machine at the arcade. Okay, so where's the arcade? Hello, arcade! How's your investigation into the LGC machine coming along? Ah, so you're just about to get started on it. It's, I get sleepy and then I just, like, keep stumbling over my words and I just talk too fucking fast. You encountered a suspicious man out by the LGC machine. That's good timing, because I'm detecting a faint digital noise signature close to where you're standing. You better take a close look at the arcade machine. I bet you'll find some clues about how these super ultra true puppets are being made. As usual, this case is starting to take some weird turns, so be ready for anything in there. Looks like I can connect jump into the LDC unit. Jesus Christ, Euphemia. I'd love it if you could talk like a normal fucking person. Hey! Last May. Speaking of music, I recently had this conversation with a different guy that I'm seeing about, like, what was the first album you ever bought. I don't know about y'all. The first album I ever bought was, I think, Hillary. It was a Hillary Duff album. I can't remember which one, but I'm pretty sure it was, like, Hillary Duff's, like, first album. But, like, it was that one. And then whichever, I think Fearless is the album by Taylor Swift that had Dark or White Horse on it. That was like my next album. And then I was thinking of this specifically because one of the earliest albums, it might not have been my third one specifically, but like one of the earliest albums I ever bought with my own money was the SpongeBob Yellow album. Which, deep dive into history, I don't know if y'all were into SpongeBob or listened to the SpongeBob soundtrack ever, but like the first couple of seasons had some bangers on them. And they decided to make a radio show type CD. It was a whole thing. And I was obsessed with it as a kid. Anyways, they have a song on there called Employee of the Month. And there's this bit they do where SpongeBob is just like, that's me! And so that's what I was like saying when I was doing that. Everyday conversation for me is just full of like audio bits that I've heard here and there that I realize other people don't fucking know. Like, it's one thing to like talk in like Vine references and shit. No, I just talk weird and like in cryptic, shitty audio whatevers. So, I don't know. I'm an asshole. Where am I going? You guys. Guys. Oh, it's a Caramon. I hate that this one is a 2-star case, but like, or was it 3 stars? I can't remember. Team 3-star. I think Team 4-star, I've mentioned them before, is the YouTube channel that did a Digimon. That's also one that I like want to reference all the time, but nobody has seen a Digimon, so I can't just like make it a Digimon joke. Like, that's even more niche than half the things I'm interested in and talk about all the time. I don't know. I haven't gone to the middle one yet, I don't believe. That I went all the way to the left first. That was my plan. So now we're at the middle one. Is this the other side? Yeah, this is the other side. Okay, how do I get to the Digimon, then? That I'm meant to be fighting? Or whatever the fuck is going on. Because there's nothing over here. So yeah, I was meant to just go this way. Okay. Son of a bitch. I'm doing something wrong. We've got 8 minutes left. 7 minutes. We'll be wrapping up this case shortly, though, so I'm not worried. And then I'll call it a night, and I'll go right to bed and wake up again at 4:30 in the morning to go to work. We're almost done with that, though. We're getting there. We're getting really close to being done. So, it's okay, everyone. Yeah, I did that. I did that. There's that thing. I just feel like there's nowhere else to go unless I missed another path. I don't recall there being another path, though, is the thing. I don't know. We'll see. Whoops. Because this route takes you here, which I've already did. And then that route takes you like a roundabout way. Maybe I have to just go that. I guess it's the only other way I can go, so I just like gotta go around here again. Okay, whoops. Also, I talk about this literally all the time, but just the fucking way that her walking animation moves kills me. In her Cyber Sleuth outfit, especially, but like also now that she's in the schoolgirl outfit, this is just too much. This is ridiculous. Yo! Get his ass! I love that they all just team up like that. Damn! That was hot. They were in sync. Like Justin Timberlake style. Do you think he ever misses his ramen noodle hair? Now that like Y2K is back in fashion? I don't know. Are like shitty perms gonna become a thing again, do you guys think? Because like Y2K like low rise, like mini crop, like wide leg bullshit. Everyone's all about the Y2K right now. So I work at a clothing store, and like our current product launch is so heavy on like 70s style flare jeans, which is not like Y2K, but like bell bottoms were like definitely like a thing in like the 90s, early 2000s in some regard. But like everything is all about wide leg. What the fuck? Wait, what? This just brings me back to where I started. That's like not fair. How do I get where I need to go? You guys, what am I doing wrong? There's clearly somewhere else that I have to get to, and I'm not getting there. No, this just like takes me back here. I'm very confused and upset. I don't like this case, because the puzzle doesn't make sense. What am I doing wrong? I have no idea. I'm being an idiot dickhole. Again. Yeah. Show us your teeth. Your little chest jewel. Your little jewel. No, because this takes me just to the fucking thing. And there's nothing else around it. Unless there is and I'm dumb. No, that's it. What more do you want from me? We have 3 minutes. I have nowhere else to go. I have explored all of the possibilities. I'm not crazy. What am I doing wrong? Jesus Christ, I hate this. Okay, we're getting there. It's fine. I'm figuring it out. It's okay. I could just turn on high security. I wonder what level my high security is at right now, actually. Since I've, like, leveled up as a hacker as of late. Because if I can, like, fully eliminate it, that would be so fucking whoops, wrong button. That would be so fucking helpful. It's still level 1. Why is it still only level 1? I probably just need stronger Digimon in my party. Which I'm not gonna get until everybody's ABI gets higher. Fucking Christ. Sorry, everyone's ABI is so low and it pisses me off. Yeah, I don't see anywhere else to go. This is just taking me back through the way that I came previously. Because this just, like, brings me all the way around through here. That brings me to the exit. And that wait! Is this a different space? Perhaps this is different? I don't think it's different, though. This just takes me to the fucking treasure chest, right? Yeah. So there's literally nowhere else for me to go. I've clarified that. Like, I've taken all of the paths that I can possibly take. There's genuinely nowhere else. Okay, so I explored the space. I didn't come across anything. No, clearly I did something wrong. Guys, we're literally at 2 hours, and I'm being so dumb right now. Okay, I know where that goes. Got the other treasure chest. I know where this goes. Clearly there is something that I am missing, but what is it? What the fuck am I missing? I can't leap off of here. No, I don't want any encounters. Thank you very much. And they're Batamon, too. These are literal children. Fucking hell. Good lord. Okay, we're getting there. I'm so sleepy. And so pissed off right now. Shut up. Shut up! Okay. I'm like so confused because it doesn't appear to be anything else. This lets you jump off. That's where I got the thingy already. This brings me around this way. There's like that little platform that I can't access and also has nothing on it to access. There's like this place that I can go to, and then I came from the other portal that's over there. So this is the next place to go to. But this just fucking leads you to this. Can I hop off of here and I didn't notice? Can I hop off of either of them and I didn't notice somehow? No, literally I can't. What am I doing wrong? He looked so sad before he died. Also, look at me gendering Digimon. Well, pronouns aren't gender, but like still, pronouning Digimon. I don't know what the Batamon does with their time. See, I can't jump off. I got the box. This is something that I literally can't break through. There is nowhere else to go in the digital space. I have obtained all of the things to obtain. This would only take me to the Digilab. Do I have to go to the Digilab for some reason? And ask me to A what's going on? Fuck you. Don't be rude. Yeah, we're at 2 hours and 1 minute. 1 viewer still going strong, though. Thank you for sticking with me. And there doesn't appear to be anything... Oh my god. I take people's data, make dolls from it. Lots and lots of dolls. Dolls that steal souls and people become dolls. The dolls are lifelike, the people are deathlike. Wow, that hurts my throat. I can't keep doing that, I'm sorry. Who? What are you? Any interference must be punished. Any interference must be punished. Cool. That hurt. That really hurt my throat. This is Invermon, right? Because it goes Karamon, Kurisarimon, Invermon. And then Diaboromon. I believe. There might also be something else before Diaboromon. I could be wrong, but... Also, this Invermon's, like, animations, top-notch. Like, the creepy way he keeps, like, moving his head and his legs. Really well done. Invermon route, well-designed Digimon, I will say. Although I don't like the way that Invermon strays from the color scheme of Karamon and Kurisarimon and Diaboromon. I will just say that. So. We're doing good, though. We're almost done. It's almost bedtime, folks. Gotta take my meds, brush my teeth, and then crawl into bed. I also have to, like, call my mom, I think. It's literally... It's like 1 a.m. where my mom is. So, but she's awake. She has insomnia just like me. She'll answer, whatever. There's something on the ground. Mysterious URL. No, why does the case keep going? Did you just come out of the LDC machine? You're not with the cops or something, are you? Are you? Something like that. I'm a cyber sleuth. Oh. I didn't realize that was who I was hitting up. I must not be on top of things like I used to be. Well, I made a good amount of money as it is. Maybe it's time to call it good enough for now. Don't bother trying to come after me. If there's one thing I'm good at, it's running away. See ya! Alright, creepy-ass man. I'd like you to pay for the literal minors that you exploited to make weird sex dolls. But anyways, so the perpetrators behind this case are probably that salesman you met and a Digimon working together. It's unfortunate he got away, but will live. As we suspected, those two probably used the LGC unit to gather up girls' data, and then use it to make the Super Ultra True puppets. Then does that mean you guys checked out the LGC unit in Akiba? That probably means you have a good idea of who's behind our dolls then, right? Don't get too excited. We didn't arrest the guy, but we've got him cornered. I doubt he'll try to pull something like this again anytime soon. But the question still remains as to what's to become of the Perfect Girl Project now. At the very least, we know each doll's looks are derived from a real person. The doll's realism is then used to help sway potential candidates to join the project. But what is the Perfect Girl Project even really about in the first place? I think Detective Kademi mentioned that people who are a part of it have been disappearing, right? Indeed. Yukiko actually picked up some rather useful information about what's required of anybody who does join the project. What is it? Anybody who has their dream girl sent to their room can never leave it, ever. I'm sure I don't need to explain why that's probably a bad deal. Oh? What's this? My, it's a URL left at the scene of the crime. This might come in handy, Yukiko. I want you to go to that URL and check it out. Oh, this is a long case. But don't worry about going too deep inside. We don't know what you'll find in there. It's very possible we could be dealing with something extremely dark and sinister. Dark and sinister? We're talking grim as the stuff you look at for fun in your club. Maybe even more so. Whatever's on the other side is not going to be pretty by any means. Oh. Okay. I thought it was going to be like I could choose to go or not. Because I really wanted to be done. Because we're already 7 minutes over. And I'm so sleepy. That's fine. Do I have any siblings? I actually do. I have 3 siblings. I have an older brother who's getting married soon. I'm going to his wedding. I'm excited. And then I have 2 younger siblings. Huh? Who are you? Cyber Sleuth? Huh, man, this place sure is getting crowded now. Is this my room? Yeah, of course it is. What's this about being inside Eden? Haha, stop joking around. This is clearly the real world. How would I be in cyberspace? Who are all these girls around me? They're my dream girls. My dream girls is pure, pristine dolls. I'm a pure, pristine doll, if you get what I mean. I love that term for trans girls. Yep, this has all been made possible thanks to the Perfect Girl Project. You really know your stuff. As promised, in exchange for these dolls, I've stayed locked up inside my room. Life with these girls is the best. I couldn't be happier. Take care of everything I need. Really, I don't see any reason to ever leave this place anyway. It's perfect here. But this really is inside Eden? Ah ha ha ha. Cut it out already with that, man. Are you sure you're not the one who's actually dreaming right now? Huh. Alright then. So that you were all led you to one of the victims of the Perfect Girl Project. Victim? What do you mean? Remember, to join the project, you have to stay holed up in your room for the rest of your life. But in reality, he was lured into Eden, and now he's living with those girls there while he's actually unconscious. But then that means... Right. The so-called life he's leading with those girls in cyberspace is just one big lie. The whole thing's just a sad scam. Anybody who falls prey for it is unwittingly imprisoning themselves for life inside cyberspace, thinking they've never left the real world at all. That makes sense. It also makes sense if you think about the name of the company behind it. Jorogumo. Jorogumo is a mythical spider who appears as a beautiful woman to attract men to her waterfall. They'd plunge in for her and die at her hands. Oh, I knew that if there's anyone who'd know about this, it'd be you, May. You really know your occult history. Okay, so I get all that, but why go to the trouble of locking up victims in their room and then imprisoning them in cyberspace? If somebody's stuck inside Eden thinking they're still in the real world and don't log out, then... all that's left inside the locked room are living bodies, which could be used for any number of things. Like what? According to police investigations, the victims' bodies are carried off by a third party and taken overseas to foreign countries. What? What? Why would anyone do that? A lot of the applicants are young and healthy. There are who knows how many people around the globe who want such fresh bodies. That's so horrible. We don't know for sure if that's anything along those lines, just a theory right now. Just thinking about it gives me real goosebumps. Anyway, about that guy your assistant met a while ago, what do you think has happened to him? It's hard to know for certain. On the one hand, his body might already be lost forever. But on the other hand, we might still have a shot at saving him. Might as well see if we can still call out to him. We should be prepared for the worst. Guys, this case is stretching on so long. We're already 10 minutes over. I want to go to bed. What's this? Please, you need to log out. Is this another one of that kid's pranks? How many times do I have to tell you, buddy? I'm in the real world. I couldn't log out even if I wanted to. You must be pretty clueless if you think this could possibly be inside Eden. Ah ha ha ha. Ah ha ha ha. Well, it couldn't hurt to try. I mean, there's no way it'll work. That's not how it works in the real world. I mean, come on. Huh? What am I seeing here? I don't get it. Error. Nowhere to log out. That's it? Jesus Christ. Sometimes they just, like, give you a case that is, like, so fucking heavy. And they're just like, okay, that's it. That's all. Never mind. We're done now. The line between dreams and reality can be murky. It's why I can't dismiss this possibility outright. Who are we to say we don't live in a dream? Don't pull that shit with me! Okay, well, we're at 2 hours and 13 minutes. Oh, that's so funny. Okay. This has been episode 11. Once again, I am your host, Neon Fairy, here at the 3041 Club. Thank you guys for joining. I hope we liked the new webcam setup, despite the technical difficulties that I seem to experience every stream. Also, I've been meaning to say this all stream. Let's talk about my outfit. My earrings, I don't know if you can see them in this camera, so even though I have a better camera, but you still can't see. My earrings match my glasses, which also matches my little fit. I've got this cute little cloud sweater vest and this adorable little baby blue shirt. These are pieces part of my new wardrobe I keep talking about. This is a Depop sweater right here. I love this so much. But yeah, thanks for joining. I've had a good one. I'll see y'all next week. That'll be my last week at my current job, which means in 2 weeks, I will be able to start streaming more than 1 day a week. So look forward to that. And I will be eventually adding both Digimon Survive and Digimon World Next Order to my stream getup, whatever you want to call it, schedule, I guess. So yeah, I will be figuring that out in the next week or two. So look out for news about that. But I'll see you guys next Thursday at 7:30 Pacific Standard Time. Thank you and good night.